Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Brent Sandee, the head football coach at Hudsonville. Brent, how are you?
I'm well. How are you, Casey?
Doing well. First off, how has the summer been for you guys? It has been a very interesting an interesting year. Obviously with the highest and highs, and obviously some with the lowest of lows as well. But what has this what has this past year been like for this program? Because I know it's seen some really good moments and then getting through some tough ones as well.
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster. You kind of hit the nail on the head with everything. Just super happy for our kids, our community, for the run that we had during the football season. And just had some difficult things this off season, but it's just blessed to be in the community of Hudsonville and be around people that kind of care about kids first, care about Hudsonville football as well, and just kind of rally around each other and just keep trying to do the best we can for these young men, help them to be better sons, better friends, better brothers and better football players. And it's been our community's been through a lot this off season, but we're just excited for Monday to get back to 2 days and football and going and competing and trying to get ourselves a little bit better every day.
Absolutely. What's the outlook for Hudsonville football this coming season in 2025?
Yeah, we got some really good players. We're used to winning. Our kids are. Last year, our freshman team went undefeated, our JV team went undefeated, and then our varsity team wound up with two losses, our first game and last game of the year. So our varsity team, I guess, relative to everybody else, I guess, let us down a little bit with those two. Um, the uh, the kids that will be seniors, when they were JV football players, they were undefeated, and of course, the kids that are juniors, they just came off an undefeated season. So they're used to success. They're buying into what our program, the coaching staff has been selling for them. But we're going to be inexperienced in terms of games under our guys' belt. We started, last year we had a lot of experience coming back from our team. This year we started a lot of seniors last year, so there'll be some new guys that the press and people like you maybe haven't heard of yet, but they've been in our program a long time and having success. So we're just excited, trying to microwave, I guess, that game readiness as quickly as we can. Because starting off against Division II runner-up Barron Center, then East Lansing and the OK Red, I would put our schedule up against anybody's in the state in terms of being competitive. So we got to be ready right away. But our kids they're very talented, great kids, and we expect to have a lot of success.
Yeah. Let's talk about some of the kids that are going to be returning and some of the names to watch for Hudsonville this year.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll start on offense. Brady Van Lake, he played a little bit of quarterback for us as a sophomore. Played in a few games then. Last year as a junior, he was one of our starting wide receivers, but he also rotated in some packages with Griffin. He is, a dynamic dual threat player. He was in a huge quarterback battle last year with Griff going into the season, and we just thought our team was better with both of them on the field, with Brady at wide receiver and Griff at quarterback. So we're really excited. His leadership, his playmaking ability, both with his arm and his legs, excited for him. Owen Harzma, he split time with Bryce Fox as a tailback last year. He has as much breakaway speed as anybody that we've coached. And speaking of the speed, Brady Van Lake was on our 4x100 team that set the school record, in our track season last season. So he's really worked on his speed and got a lot faster. So we feel like with those two kids as the primary, ball handlers, we can be explosive and have some chunk plays there. Braylon Miller will be kind of our guy at wide receiver. He got a little bit of playing time as a sophomore for us as a wide receiver, and then last year as a junior, rotated quite a bit with kids like Carson Dykstra and Brady Van Lake there. So really excited what Bray can do. And we also have a tight end who last year was behind our Michigan State commit. And his name is Will DeYoung, but he's had a great summer. He's got some attention from Division III schools. I think he's a scholarship level, player, but just hasn't played a whole lot because our tight end room has been deep. So we'll see that, this year. And just had our kid who was kind of Will's backup at tight end. We moved him to offensive tackle. He's never played a snap at offensive tackle for us. He's been a tight end his whole career. Just this summer, he got offered by Grand Valley as an offensive lineman, tight end position. So that's Brady Hanson. So his brother played for us as a center. He's playing at Kalamazoo College now. Really excited about moving Brady down and giving him a lineman number to kind of solidify our offensive line. So I think those are the big play threats for us. Eli Rose will be a 2-year starter at center. Jake Cahor is an offensive tackle that started about half of our games last year because between uh, between our two, Ferris and Aaron, our two offensive tackles, both of them were hurt throughout the year, so have some experience at those positions. Um, Defensively, we feel like our D line is as good. Our D line was really good last year, and I think it'll be a stalwart of our team this year as well. Luke Brodnicki started all 14 games as a sophomore last year for us. He's as good of a player as we've seen here. He'll be a junior, anchoring our D line. And then Ryan Ackman started all the games as well as a outside linebacker. He just committed to Ferris State to play football, so excited about him. And then we have one defensive back who started in the state finals game in our East Kentwood game as a sophomore, Ty Strick. He'll be a junior for us. And then probably moving him to corner. And then our other three DBs will be new this year. But I think talent-wise, they're probably faster, bigger than the guys we had last year. It's just a matter if we can get them up to that game speed to be able to play ball. So our linebackers will be new this year as well. That's a position that we're kind of waiting to see what we've got there as an inside linebackers. But so we feel like our depth is good. We feel like we have some talent. We just got to kind of microwave that process of varsity game experience.
Absolutely. All right. We've talked about the kids. Let's talk about the upcoming schedule. All starts on the 28th, at home against Byron Center. September 5th at East Lansing. September 12th, home at against Caledonia. September 19th, home against West Ottawa. September 26th at Jenison. October 3rd at Rockford. October 10th, home against East Kentwood. October 17th at Grand Haven, and finishing out the regular season October 24th at Granville. So pretty good schedule as always. You know how tough your division is. What is the OK Red going to be like in 2025?
Man, it's gonna be good. I told about anybody last year that asked, like, hey, how are you guys gonna be? I think we're really good. I mean, we have a team that could beat anybody on our schedule, but the talent on our schedule is such that, anybody could beat us too on any given Friday. So, and then of course, schedule in Byron Center. That's a program with Mark Sisko over there that we have a tremendous amount of respect for. We feel like they do it the right way. Just, I mean, Hudsonville coaches Hudsonville kids, Byron Center coaches Byron Center kids. They're not trying to recruit kids or bring people in from all over the place. And same thing we are. They really work on the development of their lower levels, and then reap the benefits by the time they get older. Some of the other programs kind of don't have that same philosophy that Coach Cisco and we do here. So we think that's going to be a great matchup. Neighbors with each other, should be a huge, amazing environment to kind of get started. And then East Lansing, we've had some really good games with them the last couple of years. We are kind of disappointed that we weren't able to re-sign Howell. They didn't want to, I guess play us again after the last couple of years, but East Lansing did. So we're really excited to re-up our contract with those guys. Very, very competitive. I mean, just kind of held on to nail biter last year to beat them. Had a big stop on a 2-point conversion to win that game. and they'll be as good as anybody in the state. And then, then we get in the OK Red, and I think this year the OK Red, there's probably 4 or 5 teams that could legitimately win our conference. It'll be a shootout, and I think anybody could beat anybody any given night. And I think last year we were 4-1 and games decided by a score or less. So we just got to figure out how to finish those close games, and just be as competitive as we can be.
Absolutely. What's this week going to look like for Hudsonville, and then previewing the next couple weeks before that first game against Myron Center.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're just trying to get better. There's some position battles that our kids are competing for, so we're just trying to figure out the best 22 kids we'll put out there. We do the best we can to two platoon our guys, and we'll have a roster of about 75 to 80 kids on it for our varsity. So we want to get as many kids opportunities to play as possible. And like I said, with graduating a lot, there's a lot of spots that we got to look and figure out. So we just got to figure out who we are as a team, what we do well, what we need to work on. And that's what we've been doing this summer. And that's what that first week is really going to look like. We'll start at 3 o'clock on Monday. Well, I guess 1 o'clock and get a lift in, and then start football at 3, and just go out. And some of the most fun times in practice for us has been our live, like, one-on-one sessions, because we're able to two platoon, and we can put our 11 dudes that might be starting on offense versus our 11 on defense, and have a 10-minute quick, like, competition period. And kind of see who's standing out. And then the next week we get ready for our four-way scrimmage. We're excited about that. We have East Grand Rapids, West Catholic, and Zeeland West coming in to do that. So I think that's as probably four competitive teams as you're going to see in the state, competing against each other, and different mix of football. It's nice to compete against West, defending state champs, and running the T to get us ready for teams like Granville. Um, so, and then we can kind of focus solely on Byron Center after that, and trying to figure out how to stop their offense, and score some points on their defense.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Brent, thank you so much for the time as always, and best of luck to you guys this season.
Hey, thanks for everything you do for high school football, Casey. Appreciate it. Appreciate you doing this and taking the time out of your day, your busy schedule to do these interviews. So thank you.
Thank you.